Hello everyone. It's hard to believe that it is November and we are nearing the holiday season. So I want to take this opportunity to just share some pieces of information with you, do some clarifications, and really just talk about gratitude. So the first thing that I want to cover is we know that our city of Sioux Falls passed an ordinance last night that is applicable to businesses in our community. And some people have asked, well, what does this mean for the Sioux Falls School District? We really see this as very complementary to what our school district has been doing since the beginning of the year, which is asking people to be in masks. If you walk through the halls of our school, you'll see that our students are very used to this now. Our staff have done a great job of wearing masks, and together our schools have been in masks at a very high percentage rate. We know that this is just one of many of the preventative measures that we can take, and our community is joining in that effort. Together, we also hope that makes an impact on the overall surge of the virus in our community and helps us to continue holding school. So thank you for your part in all of the ways that you've contributed to the prevention strategies, whether it's in your home or in your business, and with your child coming to school with a mask on every day. We also really want to say thank you to our staff. This has been a difficult year for a lot of different reasons. People in any given year have things that happen in their personal life as well as their professional world, and sometimes those things converge, and now we've got the COVID layer on top of that. And so while we might have students out for quarantine or illness, our staff have been working really hard to make sure that our students keep up with their learning, because we know that the future of our students really depends on the education that they have every year, but particularly this year after losing some learning time last spring. And so we just want to thank everybody in our schools, our bus drivers, our support staff, everybody who contributes to that experience that our students have every day in our schools, because it's been a tough year. But we've made it to this point, and so that's a point of celebration. We also want to quell some rumors that are out there. Last spring we talked about that the paradigm was we close the doors. And so this year, if you remember, our Return to Learn plan talks about a leveled system: green level 1, green level 2, yellow, and red. Those indicators are there because we are managing this by classroom, by an area, maybe a grade level, then it would go to school, then entire district. And so that looks different than last spring. So there are rumors out there that we are going to go all remote after Thanksgiving, and that's not accurate. We're going to try to keep managing this just as we have been from the very beginning of the school year. We've had to take a couple of classrooms out. We've had to go remote with a grade maybe, or a classroom at a particular grade level, but we have not needed yet to do a full-scale schedule change by a building, or certainly not our district, and that's our goal, to continue that. That also means we've had to have some substitute teachers in our buildings. We've had to rearrange internal staff, and sometimes that gets tricky, but we so far have not had a day when we haven't been able to account for any of those openings. So we're going to stay the course for as long as we can and really continue to prioritize students' learning in our classrooms. We also know that the holidays are upon us, and there are all kinds of opinions about what people should or shouldn't do during the holidays. And what I just want to remind everybody is to use good judgment, continue to use the protocols that we use in our schools every day, even when you're at home or now as you are in our community, maybe shopping, going to the grocery store, or visiting with other people. We hope that you'll be mindful of our goal of keeping kids in school. Finally, we know that our school district is part of the fabric of our community, and it's really important that we prioritize practices that help keep us in session, because that also helps our medical community, our healthcare professionals to stay in their roles, serving the people in our community who are ill and in the hospital. We're part of keeping parents able to go to work every day, and we are part of supporting everybody's ability to continue moving forward while we have this pandemic among us. And so we want to express our thanks and our gratitude for those healthcare workers. We know that they truly are on the front lines, and that's gotten very difficult. So we want to do our part. We want to continue to do our part as community members, and we hope that everybody in this season of Thanksgiving will be truly grateful that we've made it to this point in the school year, and that we can continue to provide a great experience for our children as we move to the end of the year and into the second semester.